Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. You already know who it is. I don't need to explain it any further, but I always do anyways. It's your girl Veronica. For today's video, we are going to be reviewing the Leegoal blender that I have right over here. It looks like this. Before we get into that though, make sure you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're aware of all future videos. So I just wanted to let you guys know this was sent to me. Shout outs to Chrissy. Thank you so much for reaching out. I'm super excited to be doing this review for you guys. I've been testing it out for like the last 2 weeks. So I have some pros and cons already about this. We're going to be testing this out and also comparing it to another portable blender that I also use day to day. I do have my phone here. I pulled up some information I just wanted to go over with you guys. So we have here the Leegoal blender. The bottle holds up to 500 ml of whatever juice, veggies, whatever you're basically making. It comes with, okay, so it says that it has a centrifugal cold spin technology. So a lot of times when you're buying juicers, they come with the centrifugal spinner, which basically just means that the blades are running at a very high speed and it's causing a lot of heat, which is removing the nutrients from whatever juice, veggies that you're blending, right? It's actually pretty cool for them to be able to incorporate that into this, because I know a lot of times if people are buying I think the centrifugal juicers would be a little bit more inexpensive than say cold press juicers, where it extracts the fruits and veggies at a slower speed so that it's not oxidizing and it's keeping all its nutrients in there. So I think that's a pretty cool function for this blender to have. It is battery powered, so it says that if it is with full charge on this bottle that it will last up to 30 times. They say you can take it camping. I haven't been able to test it out like that because I haven't gone camping, but I'll probably ask my boyfriend to try it out. He goes camping all the time, so he would be able to let me know afterwards if this lasts as long as it says it really does. So I just wanted to quickly show you guys the charger that it comes with. It's actually a magnetic charger. You want to make sure that this lid is tightly closed, because if it is not, this the bottom portion of the blender is not reading this as intact, so it will not turn on and it'll say the numbers 8 on it, so you know that it is basically good to go. So for the first testing, I'm actually going to be making my fresh spinach avocado smoothie, and I decided to have a little bit of fun here. We're going to be doing a comparison video. We're going to actually compare the Leegoal to my Blendjet, which I've been using for the last 6 months. I absolutely love this thing. So if this thing can outperform this one, I'll be pretty shocked, because this is a pretty good blender. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, make sure you guys stay tuned and keep on watching. We are going to test out my favorite smoothie that I make basically almost every day if I possibly can do that. I love this for the morning. This is my fresh avocado sweet smoothie. So we're going to be adding pineapples. So I think the one thing that I'm not loving, that I could tell off the bat would be probably an issue, is how small this like the top of this jar is. I feel like I would have to, if I was putting like any bigger pieces than this, I would have to take this off and just flip it upside down, just keep the lid on here, flip it upside down and fill it in through basically the bottom, which is not the biggest issue, but I don't really love like the like how small this is. Like I wish this was bigger. I do like the size of the blender though, so I have no issues with that. All right, now we're going to add some spinach. So I feel like this might be a little bit difficult. I mean, it's not that difficult, I guess, but if you're wanting to like put it in, you probably just have to put a little bit by a little bit. Like you guys can clearly tell I have to like squish it all in. So it probably would have been easier just doing it the other way, but like I said, I'm just not used to doing that, especially with like my other portable blender, which we will be doing a little comparison after I do this smoothie. I want to test a few things out with you guys. Next up, we're going to be adding some frozen yogurt vanilla. Again, this is a little bit of an issue getting this in here. I'm probably just gonna have to squeeze it in. So this is a little bit messy. So yeah, I think they definitely need to, if anything, for like their next blender that they were to create, their next version, whatever you want to call it, I do think they should make this spout much bigger. And last but not least, we're going to add a little bit of water here. I don't want to make it too watery, so I'm just gonna add a little bit. I like to make this smoothie as thick as I can make it. Like I really want this to be more of a smoothie and less of a juice. So let's see how this turns out. We're gonna do it for the 20 seconds. So to use this one, we are going to double click on this and it will start the 20 seconds. All right, so clearly we didn't get everything down, so we're going to do this again. All right, it's almost getting everything. I still don't want to shake it, so let's go again. All right, guys, so I think that's about it. I think we just did that about like 6 times. So now we're just gonna pour this into the cup and just see the consistency of how it looks. All right, guys, you wanna have like a serious laugh? So I just blended all this and I realized that as I had this in my cup to review for you guys, like the, you know, the consistency and everything, we forgot the avocado, which was the whole point of this damn smoothie. So yeah, let's cut this up and put it in. Yeah, that was such a fail. Look how green this avocado is, guys. This is perfection. Like, you guys know when you have that avocado and you're waiting for it to just be perfect, and then you get it and you're like, fuck, it is completely black. And this was getting a little soft, so I was getting a little bit worried, but nope, we have a winner. All right, guys, so we finally have the star of the smoothie, which was the avocado, and I just forgot to put it in. And then we already have our blended French vanilla yogurt, spinach, and pineapple, so I think we're still okay. So let's just give this one last shot. Guys, so we are up close and personal with our model here, the cup, and we're gonna see how this turned out. Trying to get everything out that I can get. So you guys can see how thick it is. So when it first came out, you guys can see that a little bit of water did come out, which was nothing serious. Usually with my Vitamix, as I was saying before, my Vitamix, it always comes out perfectly smooth. It does not come out like watery or anything. It's literally just what you see on top of here. It's just pure smoothness all the way through. It's very consistent, but of course it's also a larger motor on the blender. This is a portable one we're using right now, so we're obviously not going to get the same results, but I think this is actually pretty good. I'm very happy with it. It's literally it's a smoothie. Like, that's all you guys need to know. Look, and it's jiggly. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. I'm very happy with it. Even like looking at the texture throughout it, like it looks good, y'all. It looks really good. All right, guys, so now that I have done my first smoothie or my first test with the Leegoal, we're going to be doing 2 comparisons with another portable blender. I thought this would be fun just to test out and see how well they do compared to each other. So I have the Blendjet here, which I've absolutely been loving. I think it is so cute. I love the color. I did buy the Blendjet with my own money. So what we're gonna do is our first test is going to be the ice test. So my first video, I got a lot of shit from everybody because I only used ice in it. So we're gonna be adding water and ice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be adding 3 cubes to both these blenders. So we got our cubes, they're like literally the same size. So like this, it's like a fair match. This one, I was gonna say, I don't think, yeah. See, again, I already knew I was gonna have this issue. It's just really annoying getting things in. Not everyone has crushed ice, so we're gonna have to go the other way and just open it from the bottom. I'm gonna add to the Blendjet, then we're adding a cup to the Leegoal. Let's go ahead, test this out, and see how well it blends the ice with the water. All right, those things were dancing. Okay, so that was 20 seconds. They both do work automatically for 20 seconds. So we're gonna just do that one more time. All right, guys, so I'm gonna end it at this with the blending portion of this because we're obviously not gonna get it down all the way. But you can tell that this one was working extremely hard, like not extremely hard where it was like struggling to do it, but it's so this motor is extremely powerful. You can see all the slush here that it accumulated, so it broke down the ice pretty well, I would say so myself. Now let's look at the Blendjet. The Blendjet I noticed was struggling a little bit at the end. It had all the water at the bottom and then the slush was getting stuck here. So let's see if it's, ooh, actually that's still pretty good, guys. So it's just a little bit stuck here. I do think that this is a little bit of a smaller blade in here compared to this one. I'm not exactly sure on that. I would have to look at it after I take this all out. But yeah, I think that this actually did a pretty good job. It's a little bit more watery, I think, but I think it's because the slush is like all stuck in the middle of it. But I think it did a pretty good job, if you guys can see here, and slushing this stuff up. Basically, yeah, blending it down as much as possible. So I think it did an okay job. So not bad, not too bad. So I just want to show you guys the blades here. So as you can tell, the Blendjet one is a little bit smaller. It's not too much of a difference except for these pieces on top. You can tell that the Leegoal one is a little bit longer. So maybe that's why this one is able to do a little bit more than the Blendjet. But we're gonna test this out and make a smoothie and see how well they work compared together. Compare them together basically with the same smoothie, same amount of product I'm going to put them in. So let's see how that goes. Alright guys, so I just wanted to do a little comparison of just the texture of this smoothie. So this one is the Leegoal smoothie and this one is the Blendjet smoothie. As you guys can see, so this one has a little bit more foam on top, where this one, it looks a little bit more smoother. As you guys can tell, this one has just like the smallest bit of like separation going on here, where there's a little bit more liquid at the bottom. Not so much, this one's a little bit thicker. And then this one here, you can see a drastic like difference where this is like all foamy and then there's more liquid at the bottom, and this looks like it's more of like the, I would say this is like more of like the peaches, like the crushed the crushed peach, because it's iced obviously, so it's a little bit icy there with some peaches. So the real test really will be how well does this go down. Will it go down smooth, or will you be able to taste some of maybe like the pieces of the peaches maybe, or was the protein just maybe not blended in 100%? So that's what we're gonna test out right now. All right guys, so we have here the protein peach smoothies that we made. I actually decided to put this in the fridge for a little bit just to see if anything would change with how they looked and everything. And the Blendjet looked like a smoothie, and the Leegoal one looked a bit more slushy-like. And after leaving them in the fridge for a few hours, they actually both went down a little bit, but the Blendjet one went down even more so, and now it looks exactly, like if you guys can see, it looks exactly like the Leegoal version. So not much of a difference with how it looks. So I think they're both going to perform exactly the same. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to drink this pretty easily because it's not as thick as the previous drink with the avocado. So let's try out the Blendjet, see how this one goes. Yeah, it's very, very drinkable. You're still getting the iciness in here. I'm not really getting any texture of like any pieces of peaches or any of the protein powder. As always, I love the Blendjet version. I knew I would love the Blendjet version regardless because I'm obsessed with that portable one. So now we're gonna switch on to the Leegoal version and see how this one goes down. Okay, this one's interesting. For some reason, this tastes more watered down. This is almost like drinking water. It's almost like I can't even taste the peach. I can still taste the protein, but the Blendjet one, the protein and the peaches are very dominant in it, where this one, I'm not really, like, I feel like I'm almost drinking flavored water with protein. I'm not really like loving how it tastes, but if you want something that is going to blend, like really, really blend your shit down, the Leegoal is definitely a great option for that. But in terms of, you know, this little face-off we just did, I think I would still have to go with the Blendjet just because I do prefer a little bit more of the thicker viscosity to the to my smoothies. But this is still just as great. Like I think this is phenomenal, like how powerful this thing is. Like that can't be beat. Like that's insane for them to make it so powerful in something so small. Not so bad, not so bad. And there you guys have my review for the Leegoal blender with a little face-off with the Blendjet. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys are interested in getting this blender, you guys can use my coupon code Veronica10. I will link all the information down below. But before you guys go, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to all my social media platforms, which I will link down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.